Okay, my name is Fred, and Andrew asked me to do a little tribute, recollect my interaction with Nida. First of all, would like to extend my condolence to the Asombrado and Roques family. We know that such an event is very tragic, and nobody really gets used to losing a loved one, especially to death. But we're just comforted by the fact that there's something that we can be assured of, that we can cling to. First of all, we'd like to let you know that I've known Nida since high school. She was with classmates with my cousins, and they were in the senior class, I believe. And everybody in high school knows Nida. In fact, my wife told me, Ivy told me a story that they had interaction with her because they were staying in the dormitory. And she said that during their study hour, when everybody was concentrated on what they were doing, Nida would do some mischief by standing on top of the table and singing takuri. See, takuri is like a folk song, and she sings it in Bisaya. That's the language that we always communicate with each other. In English, takuri means she would sing the "I'm a Little Teacup" tune, and just to break the monotony and liven everybody up. So that's one occasion that my wife shared with me, and she asked me to make sure that I mentioned that too. But there are times that especially in my family, in our interaction with Nida, and in our the friendship that we have cultivated during all the years since high school, it has always been something that is so close that if there's something that I can say about her, she's like a big sister to me, and that in every aspects of my life experiences, she has always been there. The last one was when my first wife Judy died. She was, as I was going through this grief, she was so instrumental in lightening the burden that I felt in my heart. In fact, when she knew about Judy's terminal illness, I remember that Sabbath, that was the Thanksgiving weekend. They were talking with Judy at the church after church service, and she was sobbing. Nida was. And Judy had to console her and comfort her. It was so touching to see that, and I was kind of like caught by surprise because I didn't realize how Nida felt so close to Judy during that time. And so she organized a program that was really unique. In fact, a lot of my friends and acquaintances have said that was a memorial service because the subject was alive. And Andrew even told me that, "Uncle, that's a living funeral." So it was so touching. It was so sincere. How she put that program together. She put the program together in just 3 days, and it's amazing how she has gathered everybody and urge everyone who can participate to give their part in giving tribute to Judy. And 23 days after that, she passed away. But not only that, when Judy died, one of the greatest fear I had was when every family would go leave for the place and leave you alone. And that was the greatest fear I ever had, when you will be alone with your thoughts. Nida was so instrumental in easing my grief because she made sure that every Sabbath after church that I come to their house here in Oleander to spend Sabbath lunch with them. In fact, to the extent that she would make sure that her younger brother Joel will always sit next to me so that she would be assured that I would be there at their home for Sabbath lunch. And that was something that she really had endeared her not only to myself but also to my kids. And during her long illness, this was last Christmas, when we spent the Christmas holidays at McAllen. On our way there, we drove with me, my son, and Shannon, my son Justin. And she made sure that we stopped by the Anticone's place at Houston. And every time when we stopped there, she would have this meal all prepared. And she was just so, you could see that despite the fact that she was going to treatment, she had she was so outgoing, just the natural Nida, There's something so unique about her character that even though you know that she has numerous friends and acquaintances all over the world, that when he comes to you personally, you feel that you are the only one that he focused all his attention to. And that's a wonderful gift that she exhibited, and something that really endeared her to almost everybody. They say that the sun never sets in the British Empire, and I believe Nida's friends just circles the globe, that all her friends, the sun never sets in all of her friends. That's how widespread and how large is the friends that she has. And the uniqueness about it is because she can focus on you as if you are the only most important person that she has come across with. So on our way back, we drove back, just me and my daughter Shannon. So she made sure that we stopped by Houston again on our way back to Florida. And when we got there, she said, Dong, that's how she addressed me, I have some stuff that I need to take with me take with you to Florida. And she had some specific instructions. But before that, as we went into the house of Aticone, she pulled my daughter aside and said, Inday, come here. I'm going to teach you how to do fresh pagsiu. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it correctly. And my daughter was kind of like hesitant, but she was encouraging her and telling her, it's so easy, Inday, I can teach you that. Despite the fact that she was not feeling well, she still had that energy and enthusiasm to share what she has. And that endeared her so much to Shannon. In fact, after we were done there, we were there for a couple of hours. So we started packing Shannon's little car with all of her stuff to be sent back to Avon Park. And she gave us specific instructions. She said, don't ever tell anybody that I'm coming, and keep my stuff still in your house until I show up in Avon Park, and then I will ask for you to bring it home. So we did that, and before we left, she was so, at Nida, she kind of like pulled Shannon aside and she said, Inday, I have some pocket money for you to bring with you. And my Shannon was saying, no, Auntie, you already did enough for us. There's a lot that you have. So there was this exchange between them, and Shannon was standing her ground. And Nida, she doesn't want to be refused because she always gets what she wants. But Shannon was saying, Auntie, that's enough. You already done so much for my family. And Nida was so insistent that when I was watching the exchange, I was kind of like looking at Shannon and trying to signal her, just go ahead and accept it, because I know that it would be an honor, and it would bring her comfort and joy, or her love for sharing. And but Shannon was so adamant that she said, "Okay, Auntie, if you want me to take that, then I will have to tell Uncle that you're coming." So that's when Nida was kind of like taken aback, and she said, "Okay." And when I saw that exchange, I said, "Man, never in my life I expected that Nida had met her match." And it was like something that would be remembered for me and my family for a long time. In fact, my daughter always, "Dad, make sure you tell that story." Yes, I'll tell the story too, but not only that, but I'll tell the story, her facial reaction. See, Nida has this facial reaction when she's spurned. She has this thing that she'll curl her lips, and it's kind of like akin to like sticking your tongue out on somebody. To her, it was something different. It was like she'll curl her lips sideways, like this, and then you'll hear her muttering something, see her muttering something. It was trademark Nida when she has that kind of facial expression, and I've seen that twice though in my interaction with her. But to the family, I know that this loss is a great loss. Nida has been a wonderful host, a wonderful mother, as I can see, as she guided and nurtured her children that have turned them to professionals now, and that's the legacy that she has. And not only that, Avon Park has lost a great person in the person of Nida. But I know that we're going to see her again. We're going to hear her laugh again. Her laughter that has no reservation. She has something that she shared during Judy's funeral. In fact, I'm looking at the program right here. This is the program right here. She titled it Praise and Thanksgiving for Judy. She said something, in everything in life there is, what was that she said? She said that something like, there is a time for everything. There's a time to die, a time to live, a time to be happy. I'm just paraphrasing what she read. But in the end, we could also say that there is a time for eternity. And we will hear her bahacking again. That's how we labeled her laugh, and you could see that in her social media interaction when she was surprised that Andrew showed up. That's the kind of laugh Nida has. But this time it would be a laugh that not only meeting her loved ones and friends again, but it would be a laugh at the face of death. And in it she would say, "Oh death, where is your sting?" And I can't wait to hear that laugh again. And that's all. With heartfelt empathy to the Roques and Asombrado family, we thank you for the gift that Nida has bestowed on, shared with the family, the gift of friendship, the gift of support, and most of all, the gift of love that she has shown and that has endeared us to her. We surely will miss her, but we will always recollect the wonderful memories that she has shared with us here on earth. Thank you and have a blessed day.